Welcome back, everyone. You know, one of the nice things about living in our Tri-County area here, Saratoga, Warren, and Washington, is that embedded all throughout the community are musicians and artists and writers. It really adds to the breadth of the area that we live in. And lo and behold, we got a call from a writer. That writer is joining me today, John Penzer. And first, welcome, John.
Thank you very much. It's
Nice
a
to have you
pleasure
here.
to be here.
A writer.
Delighted to be here, yes.
The solitary pursuit. Writing.
It is very solitary.
You don't go into a big crowded bar and start writing, you know?
That's for sure.
Well, hats off to you because writing is a real skill and a real art form. John is, I want to just talk a little bit about your past because nobody just all of a sudden becomes a writer. You know, they're driven by certain things. Tell me a bit about your background.
I was a college professor for 8 years at SUNY Albany, and I taught as an adjunct at other schools. I taught literature, poetry, film appreciation. I was in the Marine Corps from 1969 to 1971, and that brought about the title of my first book, Parrish Island.
Wow, ooh, kind of a brutal place. I can't claim to have gone through that experience, but I have friends who have gone through that. That was a pretty rough time period.
It was a very rough time period, yeah. It was the training was brutal and nearly destroyed the service, the Marine Corps.
Yes, yeah, I've heard that, and I'm sure any of us that are old enough remember that era. You also work for nonprofits, right?
Correct.
And throughout all of this, just had that, we always call it the creative curse, right? You just have to write, you just have to play a musical instrument, you just have to paint. So give us an idea of some of the other things. You had mentioned a book to me, Annie.
That's my novel. It's a haunting tale of ill-fated love set in Saratoga Springs, Lake George, and Vermont.
Oh my God. The inspiration for the book was?
The inspiration was Annie is an amalgam of women that I knew in college and elsewhere.
Wow.
So it's there a little bit of a lot of different women, and it's fictionalized with a supernatural element also that should appeal, especially to local readers.
I love it. Annie, so you have to, and we'll tell you where these books are available, by the way. But what caught our attention when you called is the most recent book that you have is the children's book. You know, again, showing a lot of depth as a writer. You're moving across a lot of different categories here. So tell us about the children's book.
I was very sick as a little boy, and I was born prematurely, and I had to spend a lot of time home from school, which I did under my mother's watchful eye, who helped me heal. And I had little toy figures that I played with that I bought at what is now Sherman Williams Paint Store. It was Hughes's Market on Washington Street, and they were small 3-inch little figures of pirates, cowboys, Army figures, Little Women, and what caught my eye mostly was a tan figure. It was a Davy Crockett figure, but I named him Hawkeye after a television series of that period, Hawkeye and the Last of the Mohicans, which Stewart's Ice Cream aired on every Sunday.
And the name of the book, by the way, is The Curse of the Golden Scorpion. Great title, by the way.
Thank you.
Very interesting. So, The Curse of the Golden Scorpion. Give us a little bit about the plot line.
The scorpion is, first of all, is a priceless, iconic relic. It's a scorpion, golden scorpion, crusted with priceless jewels.
And give us a little bit more about the storyline.
Well, it carries a curse. The main storyline is the conflict between the character, the Black Corsair, and Hawkeye, the figure that I mentioned. It was based on my little toy figures. All the characters are based on my toy figures, and it talks about their numerous times that they battle one another in various settings, like Grand Cayman Island, and in a mysterious castle on an island in the Caribbean.
Boy, the setting is terrific. What could be better than pirates, you know?
Nothing.
I know. Listening to you talk, I'm just reminded of something that happens to artists, and no matter how you choose to express yourself, that you may lock in on something like a children's book, Golden Scorpion, but you know, your experience in the Marine Corps, your experience teaching, all your life experience always comes to play, one form or another, in these characters, right?
It does indeed.
It does. So
Yes.
who's your favorite character in this book?
My favorite character would be Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, yeah, no kidding, okay.
Right, exactly.
Where are the books available?
They're available in Kindle format. The 3 books are available at Amazon.com. The audio book is available at Amazon and also at Audible.com and iTunes. It's 3 hours and 10 minutes for people to listen to on their phones or a Kindle Fire or any device that will accept it.
Yeah, sure. The Kindles are really great. You know,
Yes,
you just
it
take
is.
that one tablet, and you know, you can just even the tactile feel of going from
And
page
the Kindle
to
is
page.
profusely
Right?
illustrated.
Yeah. Oh, is it good?
Yes.
I want to talk about the book is heavily illustrated. You won't be able to see this here, but if you go to Kindle and you check it out, you'll see that it's beautifully illustrated. You have a couple of different illustrators involved, right?
I do. Comic book artist John Hebert did the cover of the children's book, and a local artist, Hud Armstrong, did a caricature of the pirates and the Golden Scorpion, and also colored in all the illustrations.
Oh, John, it sounds amazing. And here you are living in Saratoga.
Well, think about it. People from all over the world come to Saratoga, and all we have to do is step out of our door, and we're in the vacation land.
Yeah, we
Saratoga.
are. And the subject matter very varied, from Parish Island to Annie to The Curse of the Golden Scorpion. Shows a lot of breadth, shows a lot of depth.
Thank you.
So at any rate, thank you for coming in. I wanted to let you know again, Kindle format for these books, go check it out. John Penzer is the author. And thank you, John, for coming in.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay. To see this interview again, head to our website, looktvonline.com.